Colin, you require 70.
Yeah, as you say, every game on this Wednesday, on this final day of Group A, does feel so important.
Game shot in the third leg.
That was an important finish there for Colin Osborne.
And so he's just having a little bit of a look. Yep, it is in, Colin. And so you now have 2 darts at tops to win the match.
Game
and he only needs the one to complete the job. And Colin Osborne, in what could be a crucial game in terms of Group B qualification, has got the better of Wesley Harms by 4 legs to 1. A 93.08 average, 4 out of 5 when it came to the finishing, was the big difference in that one. And so Osborne on the board, moving on to 12 points in the group.
And 2 days in, how would you assess the week so far?
To be honest with you, I think this is the best I've been playing so far at the minute. I mean, the practice is going well, so back in the season Super League and that, so I'm playing plenty of darts and I'm back to getting back to my old scoring ways again. You
look like the game's in a happy place at the minute.
Yeah, well, I think my life's in a happy place, to be honest, so happy life, happy darts. Simple as that.
I've most certainly seen it over the first couple of days. Some of your performances have been, well, they've been excellent at times. Going into the final day, plenty of confidence?
Yeah, I'm not worried at all today. I'm just going to carry on playing attempt to play how I've been playing. Hopefully another big fish today. So that'd be nice.
I was going to say, the finishing has been on point, particularly the big fish, particularly the bullseye hitting. We were mentioning on commentary with Laura about your bullseye hitting. Does a lot of that stem from the soft tip that you've played in your career?
No, not at all. I've always been comfortable on the balls. That's why I've got a tattoo on my arm of the bullseye. It's always got me out of a lot of trouble, but today, this week it just seems to be going, so we'll keep it up, hopefully.
First ever champion here. How much would you like to get back to the big week?
Well, it's not about how much I'd like to, I will do. But it just might not be this time, but eventually in the future I will do, and I will win that again.
Well, we look forward to watching you play. Conan, good luck.
Thank you very much. Cheers, Harry.
Conan's been the one that's just been able to incline his game. What am I talking about?
180. Conan, you require 78.
Is it all academic?
Game
yes,
shot on the
it
third
is.
leg.
Conan Whitehead, 78 there in 2 darts, now in a 2-1 lead over Johnny Haynes.
Johnny, you require 170.
Doesn't have to go for it, but this would be a taste of Conan's medicine. You going to go for the ball, Johnny?
Game
Johnny,
shot
be
on the fourth
good!
leg. Johnny Haynes.
Johnny, that's too good! It's the 3rd fish of the week, and it's 2 apiece.
40. Conan, you require 36. Game shot.
There you have it. Conan Whitehead pins 99 for a 4-2 victory over Johnny Haynes. That win, as Henry said, does see Conan top the table now over Steve West.
I mean, that's not a disaster. Not one
shot on the
bit.
third leg. Steve West.
Double, toil and trouble as far as Alan Norris is concerned.
Can Alan Norris save this match? There's the first one. Needs treble 17. Just unable to find. So West back for tops for the match.
Steve, you require 40.
Join Conan Whitehead on 16 points. It's going to be a race for the line because Steve West and Conan Whitehead still can't be separated, as Steve West simply beats Alan Norris by 4 legs to 2. A little bit of a conversation between the pair at the end of that one, but it was West who was best with a 4 out of 8 checkout ratio and an 85.68 average in comparison to Alan Norris's 83.61.
Conan, you require 100.
On a few occasions already this morning, single numbers going into the double. And Conan there opting to go double for 80.
21. Wesley, you require 12.
And so 6s for Harms. To break the barbarian. The first dart was such a good guide. All he had to do was just kind of nudge across and then flick it off the barrel, and that was exactly what he did. Harms 2-0 up.
First, require 104.
And this would be for the match. Needs to find a treble. Does find a treble.
80.
And a wild attempt
Conan,
there.
you require 50.
For double 12.
And so Whitehead goes straight for the ball, and he finds the ball. You said he could only hit it last start, Laura.
Second match start gone for Wesley Harms. 82 now required, which again will possibly see Conan make good use of the bullseye.
And he knows. Oh, that's plumb in the middle.
78.
And that just reaches the side of the double 16.
25.
And so Harms to win 4-2. That just about scrapes into the single 9. But you can't find a better dart at double 8 than that. And Wesley Harms has condemned Conan to defeat. And it means that Steve West has the door open for him now.
And this to break straight back
Game
and break
on the
straight
fourth
back. He
leg,
does.
Steve
Steve
West.
West and Colin Osborne are now 2 apiece, so we're back on track.
Fifth, you require 121.
Yeah, 121. To once again make it a level match, doesn't need to go for it. Leaves himself on tops.
Game shot on the sixth leg.
Sublime
Colin
finishing in this
Osborne.
match from Colin Osborne. Give him a chance, and he has taken it. He's 3 from 3, 100% on checkouts.
Leg still up in the offing. This visit may well say a lot about the direction of this leg. It may say that Osborne is favourite.
180.
The time to get your second 180 of the match. And Steve West replying kind.
140. Colin, you require 97.
Now it's interesting. Both down to a combination finish. Osborne first poke on 97. He's going to get 2 at tops.
Game,
he only
shot,
needs the
and a
1.
match.
And
Colin
Osborne's
Osborne.
finishing was on point. It was point perfect. 4 from 4. Por favor. And Steve West is beaten in leg 7.
Johnny, you
And again,
require
this is against the
120.
darts, so really does put Johnny in a strong position.
Treble. Double. Shanghai
on
for
the second leg,
Haynes.
Johnny
2-0
Haynes.
to Haynes as he looks to get his first win of the week against Alan Norris. Well, Haynes can put himself in a privileged position in this match if he can take the 101 out. This would be for the red pen leg.
57. Alan, you
So
require
Norris from 2-0
56.
down and looking a little bit out of this match. Has got an opportunity to level up here if he can find tops.
Game shot on the
Tops
fourth leg.
pinned.
Alan
2-2.
Norris.
To the heavens. We'll be back for 91. We'll be back. Try and win this match, but Alan Norris will be right behind him.
180. Johnny,
Is
you
it going to be a
require
dead
91.
cat 180 or is it the ultimate scoreboard pressure for Johnny Haynes, who went the bullseye route first on the 91? And so it's going to be treble 16. And now all he can do
51.
is hope
Alan, you
that
require
Norris
15.
can spurn 2 match darts. It's double 4. The kick of the Oki. And the pinning of the
Game,
double
shot, and the
means
match,
that Alan Norris wins the
Norris.
last leg decider against Johnny Haynes by 4 legs to 3. And that is despite Haynes having an average 10 points inferior of Alan Norris. 97 against 87, but well, it was a game where the stats just tell a really, really strange story. But West 71 for 2-2. And so the equation's simple now. Well, the equation's impossible now. He's missed 2 big numbers, Steve West.
47. Wesley, you require 40.
And so this is an unlikely opportunity for 3-1.
Game shot on the fourth
And Harms
leg.
gets the
Wesley
break.
Harms.
And now throws for the match.
And just
Wesley,
not able
you
to convert
require
1 for 9
52.
now for Steve West as Wesley Harms comes back for 52.
He comes back for double 16. And now double 8
Game
to get the
shot, and
better
a match,
of
Wesley
Steve West and
Harms.
to move him on to 14 points in the group. And as far as Steve West is concerned, his Group A hopes are heading south. 2 consecutive defeats, this time to Wesley Harms by 4 legs to 1. That despite a 95 average, but
84.
for 2-0. And significantly against the run of play. But Norris is
Game
finding
shot
his
on the
best
second
darts of the
leg, Alan
week.
Norris.
That's an 11. He's averaging 111.
Alan, you require 74.
Well, this is to send us all the way. This is tops.
54.
And that's a big miss for
Playing
Norris,
you
and he
require
knows.
55.
Yeah, that early accuracy there to Alan Norris right at the end there.
Game, shot.
And
a
tops for
match,
Conan puts him in a
Whitehead.
position of high authority in the group. He moves on to 18 points. He moves clear at the summit and moves closer towards Saturday night's final.
But you do run that risk of throwing it out of the board and scoring absolutely
Game
nothing.
shot on the third leg. Colin
That was
Osborne.
certainly not out of the board, and that certainly wasn't nothing. That is the first leg on the board there for Colin Osborne.
Fourth leg.
And so the treble 18 leaves double 8
Game,
for
shot,
Haynes to
and a
win
match,
by
Johnny
4
Haynes.
legs to 1. Now that moves him on to 10 points in the group. It keeps Osborne landlocked on 14. And so him and Harms in a race for Group B where they couldn't be any closer tied.
You require 28. Game shot on the second leg. Conan Whitehead.
Conan there, deadly on the outer ring.
And he could be at the top of the tungsten tree, but he's missed a big number. And so it's going to be double 18.
24.
That's another
Steve, you
qualification
require
dart that's come and gone.
161.
Outside chance here for Steve West. And it's just not going Steve's way.
21.
With 21 points. So Conan back with match darts.
Well, this has
Conan, you
been
require
some battle
36.
for Group A supremacy. He's gone down very close to the wire.
Game,
But it will
shot,
be
and a
Conan
match,
that is
Conan
the
Whitehead.
barbarian of Group A and will be the first player through to Saturday night's final as he deposes at Steve West by 4 legs to 2. And look at the flicker of emotion there from Whitehead to
He
open up a
requires
2-1
68.
lead. It's double 4 for Sparky. And that nudges the wire.
Game
And that
shot on the
nudges
third
in
leg,
2-1.
Wesley Harms.
Yeah, a real whisker away. Johnny Haynes coming back because 9 is not a
140.
given.
Wesley
You
require
need to
9.
get that single number first.
One.
And more match darts
Johnny, you
come
require
and gone.
74.
And that last score there from Johnny Haynes leaves him on 74. 20. Some tops again.
Game
This
shot on the
time
sixth
there
leg,
is no
Johnny
mistake from
Haynes.
Johnny Haynes. It's 2 for double 4.
16.
And didn't work on this occasion.
Wesley, you require 60.
Wesley back now for 60. Who can actually take out this last leg?
Game, shot, and
The
a match,
answer
Wesley
is
Harms.
Harms, who wins 4-3 against Johnny Haynes. And that is now going to consign him to Group C. Wesley Harms, him and Steve West are pretty much identical now.
Wow,
It really
120.
depends on what version I think of Colin turns up. But we could also say the same with Alan Norris. We've seen him come out the traps flying and he's looking good
Game
here.
shot
And
on the
looking
first leg, Alan
fantastic
Norris.
120 finish to take that opening leg.
Does it
Well,
go?
you
And so
require
now
34.
decision time for Osborne. Straight for the double 17, or is he going to split?
That's just creeped into the double 2, which leaves him 30. So needs to get that next section along.
Game shot on the
Does get
third
it.
leg, Colin Osborne. Colin, you require 132.
This would be some way to finish. It'd be a champagne way to finish. Another one of them. For double 16. But
100.
the pause may have come
Alan,
against
you
his
require
aid.
106.
You couldn't quite work out if they were both in, and you can see him in the background there. Just straight in. It's such a wonderful shot. But now it's Alan Norris's turn at 32, and he
Game shot on the
does
fifth
pin it.
leg, Alan Norris. You require 40.
6 starts at tops for Alan Norris to complete the job. Osborne's had his chances. Smith's 11 at double.
Shot.
And Alan Norris isn't going to pass the opportunity by. 2 ton-plus checkouts have helped him en route to a 4-3 victory, which means now Colin Osborne, from a position where he could have been in control of his own destiny, is now relying on favours. Norris, a 4-3 victor against Osborne with an 88 average, 2 ton-plus checkouts. Darts like that will help the cause. He's now averaging just under 110. His 3rd max of the match. But Haynes, credit where credit's due, is keeping tabs at every single twist and turn.
Double 10 for a 12 dart leg.
31.
As you say,
Johnny, you require 62.
If Johnny Haynes has left him with a chance at 62 here. Needs double 4.
58.
Favourite double on the board. 10. Just not able to hit, so can Steve West now take advantage, hit double 5.
Found it in the last leg, but can't find it in this. And
6.
Haynes
Johnny,
returns to 2-1.
Game shot on the 3rd leg.
2-1 it is. That is a holder throw for Johnny Haynes, but there's a big opportunity missed from Steve West there.
Steve, you require 130.
So the little fish.
The ball for West, and you know he's going to go for it because he always goes for it. There's 13 darts at a double in this game, Steve West. But he may be getting 95. Over the line now.
Steve, you require 25.
Needs double 12. Over to double 6.
19.
Just on the inside. Match darts missed for Steve West once again.
And perhaps, as far as Johnny Haynes is concerned, he's left double 3.
59.
So he would have loved to have piled in a big visit just to apply some pressure as West goes south, but picks the points up as he gets the better of Johnny Haynes by 4 legs to 3. He had to go to the well there, Steve West, but he has come out the other side, doing so with a 93.9 average. He's himself something handy, but Whitehead looking to step in on double 18, and that first dart was such a guide, but he has to move across to double 9.
27.
And he moves inside, and he's now 1 from 11 56. On the doubles. And so Osborne can step in if he can pin tops. No mistake.
3rd leg, Colin Osborne.
Well, we did not expect that play from Conan. That's 72 left. Double. Double!
Leg, Colin Osborne.
And how key could that be for Osborne? He obtains the break, leads 3-1, but guess what he's left?
Will he get a go? Needs double 8.
Game.
And there you have it. Colin Osborne keeps his hopes for Group B alive with a 4-1 victory over our table topper, Conan Whitehead.
And he has got time. Bull.
Game shot on the 5th leg.
Found for a 12. Found for a break. And the game returns to throw. You take the 140 out. Another one of them. Would have left double 10.
100.
And so this is to take 20. Us all the way to a last leg decider. Norris looking for double 10. 2 from 6 on the doubles. His doubling has actually been his trademark this week. The issue has been that he hasn't had the many opportunities to convert because of the scoring power. Is this the visit that sends this game and sends the destiny of Group B in the favour of Wesley Harms? What a time to come up with your first max of the match and your last scoring visit of the match. Well, Wesley Harms was in all sorts of trouble in this game.
56.
But he's managed to claw himself the other side and find himself in a position where double four wins in the match and wins him a place in Group B tomorrow and Friday evening. Alan Norris played some good stuff there, but it was missed doubles that came to cost him in the end. Wesley Harms will be Group B bound on Thursday and Friday evening. Colin Osborne will be consigned to Group C.
Yeah, significantly better from Wesley Harms today. He was just a lot more consistent, wasn't he, over the course of the day's play?
Yeah, I do think so. He just really pushed on. Like I say, slow start last couple of days, made a much better start today, and just about got the job done. Really did come to the wire, but yeah.
Yeah, he was better today, but as was Colin Osborne. As you can see there, got off to a perfect start, a 4-1 victory in his opening match before getting the better of Steve West with a 4-3 success, and averaged just shy of a ton in that match, and he was 4 out of 4 on the outer ring in that one. Colin Osborne made to wait, having got the better of Conan Whitehead in his last match of the day. Conan Whitehead there saying at the end that he just run out of steam somewhat because the pressure was off him. That can happen, can't it?
Yeah, and you did see him literally throw everything into that match. And I think Colin threw quite a lot into that final match. But unfortunately, you know, as the way it all panned out through the wins and losses, you know, the table was ever changing today. And, you know, it's been a really exciting end to everything. But despite that improvement from Colin, just wasn't quite enough.
Yeah, we're going to take a little look at Conan Whitehead's winning moment against Steve West. This is the moment it was confirmed that he was our first player through to finals night. He said he was nervous all day. That was perhaps reflected in some of his performances. But still, when it mattered, he found enough to get the job done. You can see the relief on his face there. He really is a big game player, isn't he?
Yeah, it was a relief followed by like that little bit of a celebration at the end once he'd realised, that's it, I've done it, job done. And that's what they're here to do. They're here to try and qualify through the, you know, straight through by winning the group. But if you don't win the group, you want to be in those next 2 places. But I think just Conan over this whole week has just been remarkably consistent.
And how much of a threat do you think he will be on finals night?
Oh, it'd be huge, won't he? You know, he's a massive threat. He's not only just won these weeks before, but he's won the entire series. So he's been here before, he's got the T-shirt, so he knows what to expect.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's have a look at the table then. Confirmation that Conan Whitehead is our first player through to finals night. Steve West and Wesley Harms will be battling it out in Group B. They ended their campaign both on 18 points, both +3 in the legs difference column. Colin Osborne wasn't to be for him in the end, despite some really impressive performances over the course of today's play. Johnny Haynes and Alan Norris, well, we've known for quite some time that they will be battling it out in Group C. For Alan Norris, they're not getting over the line in that last match, but he did have a superb victory a little earlier on over Colin Osborne. How much confidence can he take from that?
Yeah, it's definitely been the best day. He's finished on his best. He's got more wins today, and he's run people close. That was a really close game just then against Wesley Harms. So hopefully he can take that, push it forward. It's just a little bit of lacking in consistency, I think, but obviously he's got these 3 days under his belt. He knows when he's playing, he knows where he's got, and he's got a tough job again. I think they all have in that Group C.
Yeah, they have indeed. Let's have a look at the group breakdown then. Group C, Ben Payne comes into it. Scott Campbell, Willie Borland, Alan Norris, Johnny Haynes and Colin Osborne. Willie Borland, one of the standout names there, of course. He was the runner-up in a Challenge Tour event back in May. Lost in the final, actually, to Conan Whitehead on that occasion. He did make it to the semi-final during the last block in Milton Keynes as well. So he'll be coming here in some form.
Yes, yeah, like I say, I would find it very difficult to kind of pick just 2 people from Group C to come through. Same with Group B. This is a fantastic standard and really quite exciting. But I think because Alan, Johnny and Colin maybe have got these few days, hopefully they can just keep going because they have completely improved as the week's gone on.
Yeah, Dan Reed is another name that stands out there. He seems to be consistently growing, doesn't he? Every time he comes here, we expect him to make a bit of a mark tomorrow night as well.
Yeah, and again, he's joining the likes of, you know, Richie North, who's coming as an ADC qualifier, and Scott Walters. I mean, what a group. And 2 of those people will not be in finals week.
Yeah, it's quite remarkable to think that, isn't it? So the action resumes from 1 p.m. tomorrow, where we get our Group C campaign underway. But today it was all about Conan Whitehead, the Barbarian. The Series 1 winner is our first name through to Saturday's finals night. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow afternoon.